it is the next morning. I have that delivery all ready to go. It is going down to the Cape. It is currently Friday. And if you're not from around New England, I guess, or know about Cape Cod, it is a very big weekend destination. So it is bright and early right now. It is about 6:15 right on the dot. About an hour drive. I've already been driving for about 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get this delivered, and next thing you'll see is when we're there delivering. This is the Sagamore Bridge that we're going over. It is the more northern bridge to go to the Cape. Most people use this one that are coming down from Boston or New Hampshire, or going to kind of the tip of the Cape, taking Route 6. This is the Sagamore Bridge. Hello, welcome back to another video here on Jones Family Farm. Today we're working on the wood yard, or at the wood yard. What we're going to be doing, we've been processing quite a bit of firewood. We're going to change gears a little bit and use the Kindling King again today. Been processing a lot of the little offcuts and stuff like that. Anything that's around 12 inches into this pile here to be able to run it through the Kindling King. But we're going to try something a little bit different. So last time we had it hooked up to the TYM 394 tractor. This time what we're going to try to do is hook it up to the Range Road Eco Pro 300. This should have plenty of hydraulic flow. We're going to run it off one of the valves for the live depth. Basically just going to have to kind of tie it open. Gonna hook it up here. Already has the same fitting, so let's go ahead and get it hooked up and we'll see if we can get it running. Well, it looks like on second thought that is actually not going to work, as these are two different sizes. I will work on getting some the correct size fittings to get it to run off of this hydraulic line, so I guess we will hook it back up to the tractor in the meantime. Well, now we have the Kindling King hooked up to the tractor. And the nice part is we're still going to be able to work under our tent here. So I want to hook it up to the Eco processor, but that didn't work. I will work on getting those fittings. My thought behind that is fuel is a little bit cheaper, you know, obviously running a gas engine. This little it's a Vanguard engine is going to be significantly cheaper than running the tractor and putting hours in the tractor. I do put quite a bit on already. Putting less hours in the tractor again will be cheaper, and it'll be overall the operating cost of running the Kindling King would be cheaper running it off of this machine versus running it off of the tractor. But nonetheless, we're going to get going, get splitting this whole pile into kindling. I do have some bins I'll put under here to catch everything. I know a few people mentioned it that, you know, they don't want to have to bend over and everything else to pick them up, and I do obviously completely agree. I want to keep it off the ground, so I have some bins that I will put under here under the chute to catch all of the kindling coming off. But let's go ahead and get started. This is a 27-gallon just black bin that I get. You can really get them from anywhere. Put it right underneath here. See how much we can catch. I got that wedge pretty well stuck up the other day. I thought I'd be able to push something through it, and I didn't. But on another note, you get to see what the underside of the wedge looks like. This is the box wedge for the Kindling King. You can see it hits, this is upside down obviously, you can see it hits this wedge first, splits it in two, then goes over, splits it into four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces. Come out at once, well, can if you have the right size piece. But let's go ahead and get it put back together and we'll get going. we go. That was no time at all, maybe 40 minutes, and I filled up 1, 2, 3, 4 of these 27-gallon tubs. They're definitely over full. So I say this Kindling King is going to be the future of kindling and mini firewood. Is all you have to do to use this for mini firewood is split the rounds, cut the rounds down to whatever length you desire. Some down to 5 inches, 10 inches, 12 inches. The other one, when I get my actual Kindling King, it will be the 16-inch model. It'll be able to take 16-inch pieces of wood to make kindling, but mini firewood. There's 3 tubs of it right there, and another one right here. In 40 minutes or less. All you got to do is now just kind of stack it, go through it, stack it into other tubs neatly, or into crates, or however you're gonna store it, and measure it. But right there is a I'd say conservatively $300 of kindling. The way I sell it, and the bundles I sell it in, at least $300 of kindling, and all these were offcuts. As I was processing all of this wood over here, these were just all offcuts that ended up being anywhere in the 9 to 11 inch range, on the EcoPro. And instead of, this is obviously an old pile here, I'll be going through this too, cutting anything down, to 12 inches, that maybe, 14, 15 inches that didn't make, the 16-inch mark. Be going through all that. So literally all of this is extra trash that I would process through anyway, and turn process it and turn it into just offcuts like that, and either have to sell extremely cheap or pay to get rid of, or dump it, or burn it, whatever it may be. Whatever I now I can turn it into kindling and mini firewood. So again, I think this is going to be the future, for our channel here at least, and I think many others, will be following in our footsteps soon if they haven't already, and do this Kindling King. So if you're looking for one, reach out to Dave over there at Cord King. I know they're going to have them at the Boonville show, which I will actually be in attendance to as well, to bring this demo unit back and pick up my my actual unit. So that will be going on at the Boonsville, I believe it's Boonsville Fairgrounds in upstate New York. It'll be going on, I can't remember the exact dates, I'll put a link to it. But Cord King will be there. They'll have another one of these on display. I'll be bringing this one back as well, so they'll have at least 2 on display for everyone to see. I know I do have a few other ideas to use with this before I get it back, bring it back then. I was talking to Dave over there at Cord King, and I was looking, I usually make my kindling pieces a little bit smaller than this, like half this size. That's perfect, I think, for mini firewood, but I try to make it about half that size, ½ inch by 1 inch or smaller instead of 1 inch by 1 inch. So basically what they came up with was putting 2 3/8 inch plates right on top of these here, to make the size of kindling and mini firewood that I want. So I'll be trying that next. I'll be getting the fittings for it to go on the EcoPro and see how this runs it, instead of running a 40 horsepower tractor, diesel tractor at high idle the entire time. Try running it on this 14 horsepower motor that already has all the auxiliary hydraulics there. Be trying that next, so stay tuned for that. So thank you for watching another video here on Jones Family Farm. Stay tuned. We got a lot more videos coming up with some interesting, I'd say some interesting equipment coming to the channel soon as well. New equipment besides the Kindling King. It's probably right in the sun. We have some projects going on with some IBC totes. We're going to see what I'm doing with those, so stay tuned, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.